Welcome, I'm David.
I'm Lindsay.
And this is Desmonds Donders.
Welcome, it's summer in Scotland and we're off hunting dragonflies. The pictures shown here are taken late on the Friday night. Tomorrow, the 29th of June, the big hunt. Hopefully we've got plenty to bring you. Or does the weather have something in store for us? Stay with us to find out. Here we are at the ponds behind the car park at Scalan. Now, we're here hunting dragonflies, but as you can see from the trees, and as Lindsay's already said, any dragonflies flying today are going to be blown to the next county. Hopefully we see something for you, but don't hold your breath. We're still waiting for dragonflies. It's windy, there's grey cloud everywhere, and the forecast high for today is 7 degrees, with a feels like of 2 degrees. The forecast low for today is 1 degree, with a feel like of 0 degrees. Well, it's the end of June, of course. Monday's July. I'd be expecting a little bit warmer than this. I think we might have snow by the end of July, the way it's going. For the reeds. If it was a bit warmer and less windy, I reckon this would be a good spot for dragon hunting. As it is, where we are, is a good spot for sheltering out of the wind. Another view of the ponds, and that's the path in you can see. It's passing through the centre top there. Not a dragon in sight. But I'll tell you what is in sight, despite the wind. Midges. And on this one, you can just see the little hut where we were sitting overlooking the pond. But still, no dragons. Here in the window, those midges that were showing have gone away. That's one word for them. Hello, I'm sat in the door again. Today's topic is going to be waterwheels. Kind of apt, although you're probably seeing this in mid to late August. At the time of this, a policeman has just been found to be stealing valour, to being a walt, and it's Armed Forces Day. Now, veterans, serving airmen, sailors, soldiers, of whatever, tend not to like walters, waterwheels. We have another name for them as well, but I don't know how YouTube feel about that. But I don't get it. I never have. If you want a shiny medal, if you want a piece of paper saying how good you were at something, if you want some valour, don't steal it. Join up. Serve your country. Serve your country in a much better way than those plonkers at Westminster. But that's off topic. Right. How did this guy get caught? He got caught because he was wearing a Falkland Island medal. Now somebody put 2 and 2 together, made 3, and then realised that not only was he not entitled to the medal, he wasn't even old enough to have served at the time. It's an easy mistake to make, so why set yourself up for it? I've heard all sorts of stories about soldiers who've claimed to be paras, Green Beret, SAS. It's an extremely small community. That applies to the whole of the armed forces these days, but in particular, elite forces like that. It's just stupid. As I say, I don't understand it. I didn't join up for the valour. I don't suppose anybody who did join up joined for the valour. I joined up because I wanted to fly. I had bad eyes, so I couldn't fly, not the way I wanted to anyway. I could have been, I suppose, a navigator or an air electronics operator. That's not what I wanted to do. But I kind of liked the idea of being in the Air Force, and I joined as a techie. Not a lot of valour to be had in that. Not the ones that got the medals, the shiny bits of paper. The only bits of paper we were likely to get were the white square ones joined together in the compo pack. Anyway, not a lot to say about this. I don't see the point of it. It is so easy to get caught out. And yeah, if I came on and said I had a VC, a lot of people, if anybody who had a VC, of course, watched, would know that. Couldn't be true. But there you go. Well, I know of no dishonourable way of soldering a resistor. I also know of no honourable way of doing it. Sorry. Anyway, I would ask those doing it to stop, and if you're considering doing it, don't. You will get found out. It's just not worth the aggravation. There's more I could say, but it's not really on the subject of waltz. It's on the subject of servicemen who don't wear medals that they're entitled to, and the whys and wherefores. But that is a complete different story. Opposite end of the spectrum, you might say. Anyway, Lindsay's gone for a walk. I'm going to put the kettle on. Sorry, there's a lot of birds flicking past. The weather's a little bit better, but it's the end of June and the fleece is back on. It's absolutely crazy. Of course, Met Office will be along in a day or two telling us how warm it was in Scotland in June. Enjoy the video. I'm going to fly the drone. Back again. I'm going to have to edit this somehow. I forgot a couple of bits, one of which I'm going to cover, one of which I'll leave for another day because it can fit in with another subject. But we were talking about stolen valour. And it's not just wannabe servicemen. I saw it with these in the forces. Ironically enough, it was with the Northern Medal. It was a number of very senior officers who jumped on a plane to Ascension Island and jumped on a plane that was going down to the Falklands within 300 miles during the period after conflict had finished, where they were thrown around just long enough to qualify for either the medal itself or the rosette on the medal. That is as much stolen valour to me as any form of wearing post services, pretending to be a veteran, etc, etc, etc. And that came to me while sitting, having another cup of tea, thinking about what I'd said and had I missed anything out. And of course I had. And there was that. It was one of those things you couldn't believe it. The other thing I briefly touched on was people turning down medals. Yeah, a few of them for conflicts they'd rather not been involved in, for things that, why am I getting a medal for this, etc, etc. That's another subject. But just to say that stolen valour is not limited to civilians pretending to be in the military. Thank you for watching Desmonds Donders. And whatever you're doing in the countryside, please take nothing but memories and leave nothing but tracks. Please subscribe and ring that bell to be notified of our future videos.